Hello everybody, my name is Zen, and welcome to MineMogul. Today we are proceeding towards collecting our MineMogul achievement, but we're still a little bit of ways away from completing the game. But we're in the end game. Where are we? Well, let's move away from the factory noise. We're in the middle of the factory at the moment. Step back a little bit. Okay, so where are we on the quest line? The quest line. Quest line. Where are we? The quest line. Where are we on quest line? Alright, we are on the quest line. Master of slag, master of iron, master of steel, master. Okay. Alright. We got to complete master slag, iron, steel, gold, copper, coal, iron, and steel again. Okay, well, okay, so what we're working on today. What are we working on today? We're working on the three that you see active on the left there. Steel, slag, and iron. The plan is to get those three completed today. That is the plan. That is the ideal plan which we are trying to achieve. Now, in order to get this, what we need first is to finish steel. The reason why we want to finish steel first is because it's much more difficult to make steel than it is to make iron. And once we finish making the steel, we can actually double speed the iron to get the iron finished. So the good news is we have almost collected enough steel ingots to divert those steel ingots into a casting furnace, and that casting furnace will now produce that which we need. So currently the casting furnace is dropping off gold gears, creating gold gears. Well, how many physics objects do we have? We have 2,000 physics objects. We have enough physics objects that my game is starting to stutter a little bit. I gotta say, just a little bit. But everything should be operating correctly. Now, I'm gonna say I'm probably gonna clear physics objects once the game, I wish I could jump a little higher. Once we collect enough steel ingots here, I'm probably going to clear physics objects because there is some additional physics objects on the ground that I have not cleaned up, and just getting rid of a few extra of those should make the frame rate a little bit better. However, yes, we are approaching terminal velocity with the amount of things that are on the conveyor belts right now. So, what do we need to do about this gold? Well, the gold doesn't need to go all the way here anymore. The gold can just go straight into the deposit box. We don't actually need the gold to continue down the line into the casting furnace. So, to do that, all we really gotta do is just get rid of this thing. And, oops, what did that do? That looked important. Okay, I think we're fine. Yeah, we can get rid of this too. Alright, so this should be fine. Does that work? It works good enough. It works. It works good enough. Alright. So, the gold will continue to stop being produced inside of the casting furnace, which gives us the opportunity to be able to take that gold, which was coming down this line here, and direct steel into this line, which is coming from right here. So that's very nice. It's very nice indeed. So the steel, what's going on here? Oh yeah, this was the old steel line. Basically all we need to do is connect it. Where do we connect it? Yeah, we just gotta connect it. We don't even have to connect it, really. We can just turn there and just drop it off. How many more steel ingots do we need? We need another 20 ingots. We're almost there. We almost have enough steel ingots. Though granted, for some reason, this casting furnace is not working super great. And for some reason, it just doesn't seem to get enough coal, and I don't know why. We put so much coal down this line. Yeah, you can see this. This is in the red still, which causes slag or iron to be created instead of steel, which is annoying. Thankfully, we filter it, but still, we don't get steel super fast. So, once we get the steel gears, we're good to go. The iron, and then in the meantime, we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do about slag. And in order to get slag, I don't even know how to create slag. We occasionally get slag. I think you just gotta mix random random stuff inside of inside of a blast furnace or a casting furnace, and then you get slag. You know, lately, I gotta be honest with you guys, I've been kind of sad that this series is gonna come to an end. And part of the reason why is because I don't know what I'm gonna record next. I genuinely don't know, and I know MineMogul has an ending, and yeah, I really don't know what to do next. I know I've had some really great suggestions, and some of them I'm still considering. I've also considered doing Minecraft, but like, you know, so does every other, you know, YouTuber. But yeah, I really just don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't really know what I'm gonna do next, and it's been kind of weighing on my mind, and I hope I find something I like doing. I wanna find something I enjoy playing, which is important. I know you guys said to do that, and I agree with that. Yeah, it's also kind of has to be at the intersection between something I enjoy playing and have fun playing, but also that people also enjoy watching. It has to be both, unfortunately. Well, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. But to line up with my goals, it would be ideal if it did. But at any rate, we'll think about it more later. For now, what we need to do is figure out how to get slag. And broken drill bits. I don't know how to get broken drill bits. Can we even buy drill bits? Are we supposed to get broken drill bits? Okay, building, tools, dev test. Can we buy drill bits, tools? Wait, you can buy drill bits, I'm pretty sure. Mining. Yeah, you can buy... Yeah, so if we buy these... Hold on, let me buy like 4 of these. Oh yeah, okay, alright. And then if I just... Can I break these? Okay, that did not work out the way I thought that was gonna go. Oh, and of course they take up a single inventory slot for each one of them. They don't stack, for whatever reason. Of course not. Of course they don't stack. Okay, get inside here. Okay, we're just gonna drop these all off. I have no idea how to get broken drill bits. Okay. There's gotta be... Okay, rapid auto miner. Rapid auto miner, standard drill bit, turbo drill bit, hardened drill bit. I thought I could just break them. Does that work? Broken drill bit. Nope. Can we how do we get broken drill bits? We can't even complete that. I gotta Google this. How do we get broken? How to get broken drill bits? MineMogul. They should come up from the rapid miners once the bit breaks. Just keep in mind that they don't drop as such, but the miner will output them onto the belt, so they probably got put into a crusher or are your belts somewhere. You either need to babysit the miner or set up a sorter to filter them. Okay, well, yeah, they're probably just gonna, if I do that, they're probably just gonna get blasted into a furnace right now. So to get that, we'd probably have to set up a miner to do that. And right now, that would just kind of be a pain in the butt. It'd probably be easier to just get slag. So we should try to create slag. How do we create slag? Okay, how to create slag? MineMogul. How do we create slag? To create slag, mix different materials together incorrectly in a furnace. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so we can add some golds. We just gotta add some funky stuff to this line, and then we're Gucci. Okay. Actually, we could just split right here. I have an idea. Let's get slag. So where's the split? The split piece. This is right here. This should solve all of our problems. Like so. We should now get slag. We should also put this a little bit closer over here so we can like make sure we get optimal amounts of slag. Alright, so that's kind of like not what I wanted. Oh, that's gonna cause beeping. Oh god. I didn't think about that. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this polisher. Just to get rid of the beeping. Just so we can get slag. Okay. The best place to put this would be elsewhere, actually. Not right here. This is not optimal. This is not optimal. Okay, we're gonna go down. Can we even go down? We cannot go down. Well, that's awkward. Okay. I have new idea. We're gonna get rid of those. Okay, we're gonna do this. Then we're gonna go down. What have we created? Okay. That doesn't work either. Okay, where's this even going? Okay, this is not working. Okay, that doesn't work. We're creating some slag, but not enough slag. What? Oh, hold on. New idea. New idea. What we do is we split right here. Yes, we split right here. That should get us some slag. Where is... Here we go. Modern problems require modern solutions. Okay, we just gotta rotate that correctly. There we go. Okay. That splits that way. That's also kind of not working now. Okay, God. Oh, okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Whoops. Okay, that should go some of them should go over there, and some should go over there. Right? So that gets in some of the bin. Not all of the bin, some of the bin. Okay, that kind of works. That kind of works. This is... We needed steel. Did that kind of mess up our steel? Maybe a little bit. We're still getting iron. We're still getting iron, just not as much as before, because we're creating slag now. Okay, we got slag ingots. Great. Now we need other variations of slag, which are being deposited right now. And that would include rods. And right now, why is there gold? Oh yeah, we're creating gold. To get rods, we're going to need a rod machine. We need a slag rod machine. Can we fit it right here? Probably not. What's this doing? This isn't doing anything. Okay. These are not straight pieces. Those are just blockers. Okay. Well, this is better. We could put something right here. We could put a... We could put a rod extruder. We could put a plate. We need steel gears. Slag gears? Oh, we got those already. Slag rods. Do we have a rod extruder? We have a pipe roller. Can we get slag pipes? We don't need those. Slag rods. Rolling mill. Nope. Threading lathe. Threads rods. Machine is very slow. Okay, so this makes... Does this make rods? Or does this make pipes? I think this makes rods. Converts 4 rods into 1 wire coil. I think we just need this guy. Alright. This should work, in theory. If we bring this down, if we get rid of that, you're gonna hear some beeps in a second here. I'm sure of it. Okay, and then we're gonna turn right into here. This is not supposed to happen that way. Okay, the gems are gonna clog that up. Unfortunately. Okay, if we can just, like, remove that diamond. This is a terrible idea. We're definitely messing up our factory now. Okay, let's get rid of that. Get rid of all that. That's not working. That's not working. Okay. Okay, we'll put that there. We're still getting slag. There goes the beeps. Just as I predicted. Okay, can we send this stuff over here? Yes, we probably can. We just need to figure out how. Okay, it's coming up here. We can make this work. 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 Okay, we're just gonna go straight over here. Okay. This is going to take our slag somewhere. Where is it going to take it? It's going to take it over here. Get rid of that. Take our slag that away. Okay, don't know what this is doing here. No idea. Okay, that takes it right into the bin. Not what I want. Not what we want. Okay, oops, nope. Then we're gonna go that way, and then we're gonna go down. There we go, perfect. Okay, we're now getting rods. Yeah, oh yeah, we're getting slag rods. Now this threads them into coils. We don't need coils, I don't think. So we just gotta go straight here. Problem solved. Okay, now this goes up here. Takes you over here, down here, into this. Drops you off. Fantastic. Okay, we'll get all the slag we need. Slag rods, slag threaded rods. Oh, we did need slag threaded rods. Okay, if we need slag threaded rods, let's get a threader. Do we have a threader? I should have checked that before deleting. Extrudes ingots into rods. Right. Threading lathe. Threads rods. Okay, here we go. What? Voila. Okay. That should work no problem. That should drop it off here. Take us in over there. Perfect. We're threading some. And we're, the rest are going into the bin. Problem meets solution. Are we getting steel gears? We're not. Why? Because we're getting steel ingots. Ah! So now, we just need to send the steel into here. Super easy. Can do that, no problem. Yeah, that just drops it right in there. Oh, that works even better. Okay, perfect. We now get steel gears. We should be getting steel gears. Let's see, does it cast steel gears? Please cast steel gears, please. That's slag. Give it a second. We might need more steel in there first before we actually get steel gears. Okay, that's working out fine. Alright, are we getting steel? Should be getting steel any second now. Are we getting steel? Should be coming up here. Okay, this is just creating slag right now. Why is this? Oh, that's why. Okay, the rods are currently creating an issue. We need to fix that. The rods are clogging up the iron mill for some reason. Wow. Okay, we'll come back to that later. That's a problem for future us. Slag should not be falling on that line. Oh, that's the problem. It's falling on that line. Okay, new idea. We get the slag to fall right over there. Okay, so we get rid of this. That. We'll take this line. And we'll go over here. Go straight, straight, straight. Nope. Rotate. Go that way. Does that work? Yep, it does. Okay. Problem fixed. Okay, now we're just gonna grab all this crap. Put it in the bin for now. We don't need that much slag. We just need enough that it works. We also need a slag junk cast, so that doesn't hurt either. Okay. Broken drill bit is going to be a pain in the butt. I don't know how we're going to do that. No clue. I think the broken drill bit can only be getting from the miners, so that's going to be another fun thing to fix. But we almost have... Do we have iron gears? Can we get iron gears yet? I guess we could cast iron gears right here, but... No, we'll wait. We'll wait for the steel to finish. Are we getting steel gears here? This should get us steel gears right now. That looks like steel to me. Could be iron. So we're gonna run you through the polisher. Hold on. Put one of you in here. Did that work? Yeah, that's steel. Did that work? Did that count? Yeah, it counts. Okay. Alright, toggle that. Alright, we're now getting steel gears. Don't need to worry about steel. We will eventually get the steel. It's just gonna take a little while. But it's on the way. It's on the way. In the meantime, we're gonna work on this slag. This, ridiculous slag quest. Okay, we're gonna need crushed coal. We're gonna need coal ore. Coal ore. Oh, just regular coal. Okay. And slag. Junk cast. Junk pipe. Oh, we need pipes. To get pipes, we need a rolling mill. So we gotta get rid of this thing and put a rolling mill in here. Where's a rolling mill? I know we have one here somewhere. There is a rolling mill. That's a pipe roller. We're gonna need that. Rolling mill. Okay, I should have found this mill. Here we go. Should have found the mill before I deleted that, but it's okay. Okay, now we'll add the pipe roller to this section. Get rid of that. Where's the pipe roller? Here it is. So this should... if we can get this in here. There we go. This should work. We should just, like, rotate this first. Okay, great. That should work. We should be able to get pipes now. Okay, I guess we can't get junk pipes. Hold on, new idea. Let's just send this right to the pipe roller, see what happens. Let's just get us junk pipes. This might also just get clogged. I'm not sure how to get junk pipes. I think junk pipes are only achievable through like a mix of like 2 flat pieces. Okay, this is also a problem. Okay, great. So that's a problem. The slag no longer needs to go here. We'll just drop it in there. We don't need slag anymore. What we need is coal or junk pipes. To get junk pipes, good God, I don't know how to do. I don't know how to do that. I guess we could do junk pipes right here, actually. But we'd have to mix it up a bit with iron or copper. We need like a copper ingots there. Wait, we have copper ingots down here. This could work. Where does this iron ingot go? Goes over there. We need to get this copper ingot onto this line somehow. I think it's doable. Yeah, okay, let's split here. This is just making the factory. This slag quest just like destroys your factory, and then we got to rebuild it again. But whatever. We'll make it work. Okay. We're gonna go up. And then, that's a problem. Okay. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna go up again. Oh my god. No, we're not. Oh god. What do we do? Okay, we're gonna go this way. And we're gonna go straight. And we're gonna try to get over here. Okay, now we're gonna go up. Voila. Okay, and then we're gonna turn onto this line. And we should be able to get what we need. Okay, that we need a merge here. We need a merger piece. Merger. We can merge right there. Voila. Okay, now we should be able to get junk pipes. I think. We're gonna find out shortly, because I think this takes... yeah, it takes 2 pieces. This should work. Yeah, that'll be a natural pipe. We'll get a couple natural ones, but this should mix up every now and then to get a junk pipe. How many junk pipes? We need 10 junk pipes. Okay, here we go. This should be the first junk pipe. 1. Yeah, there we go. Junk pipe. Ah, perfect. Okay. We're doing it right. We're destroying the factory. Fantastic. Not what I all intended to do. Okay. So, are we still getting slag? I thought we were finished with the slag. Yeah, we're over here we are. Let's grab this junk. bring it over here. Okay, we're gonna have a lot of fixing to do. We are getting steel gears, so at least that's gonna be done soon. After that, we'll work on the iron. And then we'll have to like reshape the factory for later and fix a bunch of stuff we wrecked just to finish this Master of Slag quest. Problem is the drill bits. I'm not sure how to do the drill bits. Like, because a lot of this stuff goes into a furnace. So like this thing is gonna drive you the coal into a furnace, or the iron. I guess we could use a gemstone. What's here? Actually, no, this one we could increase. We could actually use a drill bit on this one. We might get the broken drill bit if we use it on that machine. Not a guarantee, but we might. Let's grab Rapid Auto Miner. No, Rapid Auto Miner standard drill bit. Standard drill bit lasts for 10 minutes before breaking. Only lasts for 2 minutes before breaking. For Rapid Auto Miners. Okay. That's for the big guy, right? Wait, Rapid Auto Miner is a faster variable rate auto miner that requires a drill bit, which breaks after some time, cannot produce gems. No way. Okay, what if we grabbed a couple of these? And we grab a bunch of turbo drill bits. This is probably gonna... Wow. This is probably gonna, like, just create a huge problem for us. I'm gonna guess, yeah, okay, so this is... Wow, okay. We're gonna find out how this works. I'm pretty sure this is just gonna mess up our factory even more. The beeping may begin again. I cannot make any promises here. Okay, take this one, and then we're gonna put this guy down. Okay. And put this here. And then, do we have a drill bit? I think we do. We have a drill bit right here. Okay, so that's a lot of iron. It seems to be handling it okay, for now. This happens every 2 minutes. We don't get diamond gems from this, but we should be able to get a broken drill bit, and that broken drill bit should, in theory, just go right along down here. Wait, what do we have in here? Iron and copper. It might actually go into the coal line. That would be bad. Hold on. We don't want that to happen. If that goes in the coal line, we're screwed. We totally lose the drill bit. Toggle. Okay, we're gonna need to get a drill bit. I could put a... I don't know if I can get a broken drill bit from there. That might just go into the coal line. We might lose the drill bit. I have a feeling we're just gonna end up losing the drill bit. Okay, I don't want to leave this open. This is going to take 2 minutes. It doesn't have a timer on it. But it should break soon. We're going to find out what happens to it. So we'll just give it a couple minutes. We're waiting for some other things anyway. Okay, we got the junk pipe. That's great. We need the junk cast now. We don't want to get junk cast until we finish steel gears. And, then we can work on junk cast after. Coal, on the other hand, we could divert. We could divert coal, actually. Idea. We could divert the coal from here directly into the bin. And if we do that, we do get the bit. We do get the bit. Okay. This is just totally messing up the factory, though. I don't remember. I don't know if I'm gonna remember all these changes. Okay, you gotta get up the line. Okay, but this should solve the problem though of the drill bit. Okay, turn here, and then go straight, like so. That should get us the drill bit. Broken drill bit. Look, we got 2 of them. It worked. Okay. So it did go down the coal line. All we gotta do now is just keep the drill bit coming, and we got that quest done. It was actually a lot easier than we thought. Okay, we'll grab a few more of those. We get 2 drill bits per drill bit. 2 broken drill bits per drill bit. So we'll need, yeah, total of 4. That's great news. Okay, so, and the slag junk cast is going to be super easy to get. The coal ore we're working on. The crushed coal we'll get later. But yeah, it's awesome. It's working. Huge win. Huge win. We've definitely had to like butcher our factory a little bit to make some of this stuff a reality, but it is working. It is working. Now, the problem is when we start hooking some of this stuff back up again, we might have new problems to deal with. Probably will have new problems to deal with. But yeah. I don't know, guys. I've been thinking about doing Pal World Minecraft. I started an ARB recording of Arcane Library today, but I just wasn't really feeling it. I think, like, I didn't expect to become a Let's Play YouTuber. That wasn't really what I started out doing. And I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. I like doing Let's Plays. It's really fun. But I've always thought of other people as like the people who are really good at doing Let's Plays. I didn't ever consider myself as somebody who'd be okay doing Let's Plays. I'm okay. I mean, I'm not like, you know, winning any awards here for the Streamer Awards or anything like that. I'm a tiny little channel. Thank you for supporting it. But at the same time, I'm just like, oh god, what the heck am I doing? Like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, what am I doing? How do I even have a channel? How are people even showing up? People are even watching my videos? What's going on? I don't understand. And it's been like really heartwarming and really nice to see, and at the same time overwhelming, completely confusing, and I am like entirely, my brain's just obliterated, and I don't even know how to I don't know how to handle it all. I mean, I guess I just gotta take it one day at a time, and really the only thing I've been able to do is just do that, is just record what's working, and then when something stops working, then try new things until something starts working again. And this series is really small, but there's a few of you watching it, and I'm like, well, I enjoy making these videos too. And actually, like, when I sit down to play games, the only 2 games I really have been feeling like playing lately have been MineMogul and The Long Dark. That's it. I did want to play Superliminal. I was really happy I played that, and if you guys want to check that out, it's on my channel. But I think I promoted that last video, so you don't have to watch it twice. Unless you really want to, but don't. But yeah, that was fun. I had a lot of fun making that one, and I hope to find more one-shots like that. I kind of like games that are short. They're fun. I enjoy that. Yeah, you know, every day is a different day, and you just kind of gotta take it in strides. Sometimes I think, like, when you're working on a project and you don't know if it's going to work and you don't know what to do next and all that jazz, you just kind of have to just keep going. Even if the action isn't perfect, even if you're going to make, like, even if it's like a failure for a while, you just keep going, because the only way to find out what will work is to keep going, to push through that failure. And yeah, that's just kind of how it goes, you know? At least that's how it's been going for me so far. I feel like a few folks can relate in that way. Maybe not everybody, but a few. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun. This channel stresses me out sometimes. I try not to let it stress me out, but it does stress me out sometimes. I think it's partially usually because I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm just showing up making videos. And I think, you know, I never, the one reason I said I never expected to become a Let's Play YouTuber is because I just thought that the market would be so oversaturated that no one would ever watch my content. So I just thought, oh, there's no point. Why bother making Let's Plays? And then, yeah, the whole Long Dark thing happened, and I was just like, holy crap, people are watching my stuff. What the heck's going on? And then that turned into this. Yeah, 60 some episodes later, and here we are. But yeah, I'm really grateful I even get to have a little audience. It's nice. I enjoy it. It's been a lot of fun. It's a lot some days, you know, when you're trying to put out a video every day. But you know, I take breaks. I take breaks. Okay, I think this is the final drill bit. So we now, there's 2 on the line somewhere, right there. That's for 6, and then this will be for 8. So we don't need to monitor that anymore. Once that's finished, we can patch things up and make it work again. Bunch of slag down here. Let's send this over to where it should go. Clean this place up a little bit. Send that in there. Okay, great. Steel gears is still going to take a while. We would be able to maybe get more steel gears if we were putting more iron into the furnace. Not necessarily. We're still getting a fair bit of iron in the furnace, just not as much as we were before. And then we could start looking at the quests. We could probably activate some of them. We have Copper Mogul. I don't even know if we're getting copper right now. Gold Mogul. Steel. I think this will be the hardest quest to finish, is steel. Steel and coal. And then, like, well, this one too. This is just a lot of stuff. This is just a lot of stuff. And I feel like we'll just be waiting around for it, you know? Like, I'll be like, oh my god. Can we just mine Mogul already? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, I built a very inefficient factory. Well, I shouldn't say inefficient. It's actually, at times, it's very efficient. But, like, in terms of layout, it is incredible. It's an incredible mess. It's been fun, though. I like it. This is kind of fun, just, like, building to your heart's content. Whimsically building whatever direction you decide to go into. I found a lot of enjoyment in that. I think I would have a lot of fun doing that in Satisfactory as well. But I don't know. I've debated doing that game too. I've had a long save file of Satisfactory. I enjoyed it. And I've really thought about doing Minecraft as well, because I've always loved Minecraft. Like, so have so many other people. You know, with all the YouTube advice, you're like, oh, you gotta distinguish yourself, and you gotta be this, and you gotta be that. It's just like, oh, brother. What is going on with that lantern? Jeepers. Are you okay? Wow. Okay. Looks like it's having a little bit of a moment there. We'll just take that, and we'll put you over here, so you can settle down. Okay. I didn't know they could swing. I didn't know the lanterns had physics. Yeah, they do have physics. Look at that. I had no idea the lanterns had physics. Cool. Learn something new every day. Lanterns have physics in this game. Okay, so we got the broken drill bits. We can pack this up. Take that. We can get rid of this, and we can put our old mining machine here. Where the heck that is? That's the heavy. Where's the other one? Here it is. Okay. That puts it back on the line. Now the coal we need to redirect. Good God. How do we get out of here? This is... How do we escape? This is a problem. I'm stuck. How do I leave? Okay, the coal comes down here and it's supposed to go in right here. So we get rid of that, put that there. That fixes that problem. These conveyors are no longer being used. We can get rid of those. Great. Coal is back to normal. Coal is back to normal. Okay, get rid of that so we can see in there. Okay, and now what do we gotta do? We have the iron issue, and we're making the junk pipes. So, we don't need junk pipes anymore. All we gotta do is redirect this copper to wherever it was supposed to go beforehand. And I think that was just right into the bin, if I'm not mistaken. So if we get rid of this, get rid of that guy, and just go straight into the bin. There we go. And get rid of this. Okay, great. That solves that problem. Put some iron on there. That should go right into the bin. There we go. There we go. There we go. Fixed. What did I just delete? I just deleted something very important, didn't I? I deleted something very important, didn't I? Okay, I can't jump again. Okay, where was this going? Where was this going? Oh, it was a turn piece. It was a turn piece. Okay. There, that should fix it. Okay, that should fix it. So one problem is just trying to navigate in here. Get out of the situations you put yourself in. There. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're out of that pocket dimension. Now what's left? Steel gears are halfway done. We have gotten everything except for crushed coal and coal ore. We could divert. Okay, we should get rid of the slag here. We don't need the slag anymore. So all we gotta do is, to fix this, is redirect the iron back onto the iron line as it was before. And where the heck was it going initially? Is my question. Where was the iron going? Yeah, was it going on this line? No, I don't believe so. It was getting over there somehow. Oh, I think it was going right here. Yeah, this makes sense. Okay. We'll grab this slope here. Put this here. And then just turn this guy like so. And I think we're back in business. The iron should we should no longer be making slag. Oh, we got to get rid of that. And then put this here. Okay, now we should no longer be making slag. The slag should stop. We've patched that up. And this line goes over here, and that goes on to here, which is this iron line. And we're in business. Okay, we're creating more iron again, which should speed up steel gear production as well. Have we researched everything? We have 13 tickets. We can get the unpackager. And we'll unlock the dead test. We've unlocked all of the research. We no longer need any more tickets. Achievement completed. Okay. So now, all that's left is the coal, the slag junk gas, which is really easy to get. We could get that like really fast. But we're gonna, since we need the steel, we're just gonna leave it alone. It's fine for now. Hopefully, we'll get enough iron here now to create more steel faster. Hopefully. I don't know for sure if we do. It looks like we do. It looks like it's creating more steel faster. So this should be a little quicker now. From what I'm currently observing, at any rate. Oh yeah, this is pretty fast. Okay, nice. Gemstones are getting polished. Copper plates are coming down here and being made into copper pipes. Now we could start the copper quest now. Maybe not a bad idea because we can just start getting pipes. If we do that, it might clip down below. But we're almost finished steel gears, so it shouldn't be clipped for long. We can start collecting pipes. So we might as well start this, because iron and steel will soon be complete. Slag should be complete enough soon too. We'll start MineMogul. Okay. So we are now, we just need to get polished copper pipes, which is currently not on the belt here. And to do that, we need to get rid of this and put a polisher down, which should be relatively easy to do here. Okay, that will polish the pipes. That might beep occasionally because something might accidentally fall in there. Hopefully not. Polished copper pipes. At least we're in business there. We're making those. And that's a start to that quest. Because we're going to have to do it anyway. Okay, polished copper ingots. Also, might as well add a polisher here too, because we're going to need ingots as well. So we're now getting polished copper ingots and polished copper plates. That's a pretty good start for copper. Now, we are getting gold here. But we don't have the gold quest yet, so we're going to leave that for now. We're going to use this area up here for managing our gold. Wow, that's a lot of slag. Let's see if we can get rid of some of this junk. Put that in there. Okay, great. Steel gears, almost complete. I think we're doing pretty good this episode in terms of getting stuff done. Surprisingly, I was getting a little overwhelmed there at first, but doing pretty good. And actually, we're still around 2,000 physics objects without clearing any. Surprisingly, there's definitely some on the floor here. We could grab resources not in conveyors and kind of clean this area up here as best we can. Resources and not in conveyors. Problem is, this might cause beeping because I dropped some accidentally on the conveyor. Oh god, what did I just do? Yeah, I dropped some on the conveyor. That was a mistake. Okay. That wasn't supposed to happen just there. Let me just grab everything. And take this back to the bin. Hopefully no beeping will occur. Okay, yeah, the beeping occurred. Okay, that was a mistake. Okay, we'll just move away from the beeping. That's a temporary beep. Okay. Resources not in baskets. Throw that in there. Okay, great. That got rid of a few. Not a lot, but a few. We're now back in business. Polished ingots. Polished pipes. We can just turn this thing off for plates later. We can use this for rods later as well. This is the one element of the factory that has stayed relatively consistent, is this copper region. Like, this has barely moved since we put it in here. I'm impressed. This is one of the few things that has been hardly altered at all. Okay. Now what else do we got here? Is there more copper that is being coming down the line elsewhere? No, it all goes onto this line. So this is where all the copper goes. Good to know. Okay. We'll leave that alone. Okay, I don't know what else we have hooked up or have not hooked up. What does this do? I don't even know. I don't even know how this works anymore. Okay, okay, if we thread stuff in here from this line. I think this is where steel initially was down here. And we were making steel stuff. We were making steel threaded rods, it looks like. Yeah, we're making rods here, threaded rods there, and then we're sending it back up. Okay, so we can right away get steel threaded rods for MineMogul. Is that the next thing that's left? Yeah, MineMogul. Steel threaded rods are actually pretty difficult to make, so once we get the steel going, or the iron going, we can just add this on here and start tackling that. Steel of pretty much anything is going to take the longest, so we should definitely start working on it while we work on everything else. But yeah, look at that. We're getting along. We're getting along. We almost have enough steel gears. We need just under 50. We need about 44 more. Okay, is everything operating correctly over here? Yeah, it looks like it. That was a mistake. We'll just add that there. That'll sort itself out. How is this handling things? This sorter we added here earlier, is this... Wow, this is doing pretty good. It gets a little jammed, but not too much. It's actually handling it really well. Okay. Well, that's great news. Could optionally add more coal or gold on here. Maybe a bad idea. Might be a bad idea. We'll leave it for now. We're getting coal. We were getting coal ore. We're not getting coal ore anymore. We'll have to do that later. We'll do slag right after we finish iron and steel. We'll finish the slag one. The slag one should be really easy to finish. Just gotta throw some random junk in one of these casting furnaces and voila. We basically just have to turn here and just drop some steel off and it'll... which casting furnace? Actually, we want to do it in this casting furnace, so it would make more sense, because then it goes straight in there. What could we send in there? Iron? Iron and gold? Gold would work. Gold would work. If we go straight here, where does this take us? Okay, so this takes us up here. I don't really want to go up here. I'd want us to go down here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so get rid of this. Get rid of that. We're going to turn this here. We're going to put this here. And we're going to get the gold going down here when we want to make slag. And what will happen is we'll combine gold and steel to create slag. So we're set up there. This little guy has been trucking since the beginning. It does get gems, but I'm pretty sure all these gems go... do these gems get filtered? Do they? They might actually. Yeah, I think these gems might get filtered. Okay, I think we're good. Wow, ton of resources right here. Okay, can we get rid of some of this stuff? Possibly? It's kind of tight in here. It's kind of tight in here. I don't know. Maybe. I could try. Okay, this is progress. Yeah, okay. We got this out of here. This is start. You might hear a little beeping, but I think we fixed that. That's a few less physics objects in the world. We did it for the frames. We have almost $2 million in this game. It's crazy. I need to pour myself some tea. Oh, it's getting dry. All this talking. Okay. Crushed coal. Are we gonna finish slag today? We might finish slag today. To do that, we could just send this straight here, and it would go in. We get crushed coal, and then we just fix it to fix the furnaces once again. We'll make sure that we finish iron, not iron gears, but steel gears. Oh, we finished steel gears. Steel is finished. Okay, great. Okay, so in that case, let's grab the slag for the gold. That'll be really quick. That's one more thing we can check off the list. How do we get up here? Here we go. Gold, go straight for slag. There's a gem on here. Oh no. Oh right, we did have a filter system earlier on, didn't we? Yeah, we did, but I think it was right here. I think this is where the filter system was for the diamond. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay, hold on. Put that there. Hold on, grab you. Okay, and then there should be another diamond on here. Yeah, you. I mean, other gemstones would obviously get passed through, but... Oops. This diamond should do the trick. Okay, it goes on there. It should get filtered later. I think. Yeah, it looks like it'll get filtered later. Problem is... This should actually just be gold instead. And we should just route the gold over there. And the diamond right there. Okay. We're gonna put this in here. This is gonna do a little routing here. This is ridiculous. Nope. That's not gonna work. Okay, mistakes are being made. Mistakes are being made. I need a straight piece. I need a... Oh god. Panic, 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 panic. Okay, you go there. Okay, and then you go there. Okay, fixed. Get that gold off that line. The gold might actually just go through the basket into the polisher, so it should be okay. Okay. Problem solved, sorter added, no longer losing gemstones and diamonds. Great news. Toggle the basket. Cover. Okay, great. Slag junk cast. Right, to get the slag junk cast, we're actually getting slag gears right now, I'm sure. And to get the slag junk cast, what we need to do is take out these guys. Oh god, not that. This is not what I want to do. That is not what I wanted to do. That was a mistake. Where's the casting furnace? Okay, the casting furnace is here. There. Okay, now we should get slag junk cast. Now we should get slag junk cast. It might make some beeping noises, maybe. Let's see, what do we get? Slag? We should. Yes, slag junk cast. Okay, great. Do these go through the polisher? Toggle. Okay, they go straight. Perfect. Okay. We don't need a whole lot of those. We just need a few. And after, we'll just probably put ingots back on. No, not ingots, gears. That's 6. That should be 6. No, that's 6. This should be... Okay, we just need this set. Okay, we can get rid of this. Okay, cool. So now we can put the gears back. Put these back. There we go. Fantastic. Alright, we don't need steel going in here anymore, and in fact, it would be more useful for us to start working on Steel Mogul, because it's going to take a while to complete. But to get Steel Mogul, oh boy. How do we maneuver around in here? Okay, so steel needs to be sent down this line once again, and to do that we got to go straight here, and we got to get rid of this and go straight once again twice. This will get us our steel over here, which will be made to steel rods, and then steel threaded rods, which actually takes a little bit of time to get. And what we'll do is we will unlock Steel Mogul, put Mogul quest right there. Okay, because that's going to be a pretty big quest. We'll get started on that now. We don't plan to finish that today, but it will be in the burner. It'll be in the burner. Okay, now iron gears. So optionally here, what we could do is start crafting iron gears here to finish. Can we actually... What would work better is if we did a blast furnace right down here. I've got an idea. We're going to send steel down here, purify it into an ingot with a blast furnace. And so this way we can actually get steel and iron ingots. We need a blast furnace. Let's go grab ourselves a blast furnace. I'm having a hard time explaining what I'm doing here. We just need one blast furnace. Should be enough. Shouldn't be too crazy. Take this blast furnace, and we're going to get rid of... Wait for the steel to go through. We're going to get rid of this, this, and this. We're going to take a blast furnace. Where is it? Here we go. We're going to take our blast furnace and put it here. We can't. Of course we can't. Of course we can't. Okay. We could put it there. That just no longer splits. Can we get it here? Okay, hold on. We're gonna fix that then. Can we fix that? Okay, put that there. Okay. Stupid lack of placement options. Okay. We can put the blast furnace here. Of course it's there, but whatever. And then we'll bring this over here. We'll turn this in. And we'll bring this over there. We need more straight pieces. Do we have them? We do. This is just the de facto straight pieces, though, not the wild ones. That's okay. Okay, and then we'll go like so. Wait for these to go. They're gone. Great. Build the straight pieces right here into the blast furnace. Blast furnace comes down here. It's going to get into the splitter. Hopefully the blast furnace does not get overloaded by the steel. We're going to find out. It shouldn't be, the steel shouldn't come down here too often. So this should just re-blast the steel, and it doesn't matter what condition the steel is when it goes in. Unless it, oh wait, can we do that with the blast furnace? Content steel, product steel. Oh no, you can make steel. It should work. I think the casting furnace purifies it. You might be able to re-blast it into steel. We're gonna find out. Oh, but you get one ingot instead. Oh, brutal. Okay, that does not work the way I thought it was gonna work. Okay, well, in that case, that changes things. We're gonna go get rid of that, and we're gonna go down. Go back to the way we were at before. Okay, bummer. Okay, so what I was thinking was that we could just re-blast the steel, and the steel will enable us to the re-blasted steel would enable us to re-put like a splitter up here, and we could split the iron in, but now we can't really do that. But we do have this iron. We can make iron gears with it if we had another casting furnace, but that might be a job for tomorrow. Unless, actually, new idea. That iron we're splitting off here, we put into this area, and we forget about the gold. We send the gold back. Okay, I figured out the problem. We got this. Okay, we're going to move the gold. We're going to move the gold posts, literally. Okay, move the gold posts. If I can just get over here. If I can just... Please cooperate. Please. There we go. Okay. Navigating this is so difficult sometimes. Okay, there. Gold is... We'll no longer be making gold gears. This iron, we can just drop right into the casting furnace right here. This is going to create slag right now, but that's fine. But it will now create iron gears, which is what we needed earlier. We don't have to do anything with the steel. We can just leave it running. And we'll get polished steel wire coils? Is that what we're making? Are we making polished steel wire coils? I thought we were making... We must be. Is this a wire coiler? Oh, this is a wire coiler. Oh, okay. I thought it was a threaded rod. Okay, that works too. Okay. Now, in terms of the coal ore, we're probably just gonna leave that for next episode. I think we've done a pretty good job. We knocked off... What did we do today? Today, we completed Master of Steel, which is a pretty big one. We've pretty much almost completed Master of Slag. And we've almost completed Master of Iron. These should be completed by tomorrow's episode, because we should be now working on those gears. Let's just have a look here and see, is this actually going to start casting iron gears just before we finish today? It looks like it is. Hold on. These look like iron gears. These are getting polished. We getting iron gears here. That looks like iron. Is that the first one? These are steel. This is steel gears. Oh, this is making steel? We need iron, though. Oh, wait a minute. To get purified iron... No. This is just making steel gears. Okay, but, like, I mean, we technically need steel wire... Polished steel gears? We technically need those anyway. So we'll leave that. We'll leave that. And, good God. I feel like at this point, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I feel like everything here takes so long to complete inside of the Mogul area that a lot of it's just kind of sitting around and waiting for things to happen. And while I enjoy this game, I don't know if everyone wants to just watch paint dry. Excuse me. So I might end up ending the series at some point if it just seems like we're not making progress anymore. Right now, we still made progress today. we'll have a look and see what we can do next episode. And if things do get kind of tight, we might be like, okay, we'll end it here. But so far, I'm still having fun, so we'll keep making them. Thanks for joining me. I had fun making this one. I'm glad you're here, and I'll catch you in the next one. Zen out.